Hey everybody, welcome back to VGC Regulation D, where today I am very proud to be bringing you a very funny team, because those are my favorite kinds of teams to play. Today we are using Primape instead of AndyLaVGC for really just one reason, okay? I guess you can count Eviolite as a reason. Eviolite Primape's not really more bulky than AndyLaVGC, but it is, like, fairly bulky. It does help a lot. No. The reason that we're using Primape instead of AndyLaVGC is because Primape has the ability Anchor Point. So, what we can do with the one move that is both always a critical hit and hits multiple times is we can charge up Anchor Point and Rage Fist at the same time by hitting ourselves with Surging Strikes. And it is so funny. And you know what? It worked so well. I ended up with so many replays that, like, I really had to, like, grind it down to just, like, the best ones. So there's a lot of replays here that I saved that I didn't use because they just were, like, too long and, like, kind of boring or, whatever. So let's talk about the team. Basic idea here, we have Scarf, Rapid Stripe, Urshifu. This is a pretty kind of, like, standard spread for it. I think a lot of people are running less attack, but I'm just running max attack. I like to do damage. Running 139 speed, which is enough to outspeed everything relevant except for Booster Energy, Iron Bundle, and Regieleki. But you'll never outspeed those anyway, so this is the number that you need to hit with your Urshifu in order to outspeed everything it can with Scarf. Surging Strikes, U-Turn, Close Combat, Aqua Jet. Aqua Jet on Scarf Urshifu does sound kind of weird, but every once in a while it's handy, so I just like to run it. Next up here, we have the Primape. We're running Terra Steel to get around Flutter Mane. Eviolite, because we are now not a fully evolved Pokemon as of this generation. The ability Anchor Point. If you don't know what Anchor Point does, it says that when you are hit with a critical hit, your attack stat is boosted to the maximum number of times. So you go +6 attack immediately. It's very funny. We got Rage Fist. If you don't know what Rage Fist does, it remembers how many times you have been hit the entire game, and you do 50 damage. It's like 50 plus 50 more for each time you've been hit throughout the entire game. It's a very stupid move, up to a maximum of 300, I believe. Drain Punch, just to get HP back. We're going to be a +6 attack. We're going to be, like, taking chunks out of things that even resist Drain Punch, so it's kind of great. And then I'm running Rest Talk. I was, like, trying to figure this out for a long time, actually. And the thing that got me there was saying, okay, well, if we're running Rest Talk, we don't care what Amoonguss does, because they're probably going to try to put us to sleep, and if they put us to sleep, we can just click Sleep Talk, who cares? And I actually learned something the other day. This might help some of you guys if you don't know. Rest is always 2 turns. So normal sleep can be, you're always guaranteed to, like, stay asleep for 1 turn, and then you can either wake up after the 2nd turn or the 3rd turn. Rest, you always wake up after 2 turns of sleep. Which is something really neat that I didn't know. I probably should have known, but we're just running, like, all bulk because we're going to be +6. We really don't need the attack investment most of the time. It's pretty consistent. We just need Primape to stay alive, and it will do its job, I promise. We're running Tornadus. This combo is really good into the Urshifu because we have Rain Dance stuff going on. We also have Tailwind. Primape naturally just outspeeds everything it needs to under Tailwind. So we're not running any speed investment, but if we get up a Tailwind, we will outspeed everything except for Regieleki and Booster Energy Iron Bundle, obviously. Mental Herb is really nice on Tornadus. You see it comes in handy in one of the games here. A lot of people running Covert Cloak, but I don't know. Playing the Tornadus speed game, where you're trying to be the fastest Tornadus you can be without being too slow, etc., is really annoying, and I hate it. So, I decided that I was just not going to play that game. I was going to run how much speed I wanted to run, which is enough to outspeed Iron Bundle after Tailwind. And then I was just going to be Mental Herb. And that way, if they try to taunt me, it doesn't matter. I will still get my Tailwind off, and that's what we're doing. Covert Cloak is nice for, like, blocking Fake Out and stuff, and maybe it's better in open team sheets. I don't know, but this just works for me. This works with the way I like to play more, so this is what we're going with. And then we just got, like, some consistency stuff backing up here. Rillaboom, Arcanine, just both really good Pokemon. If you ask me what these sets do, I don't really know. I just kind of, these are Wiggly Bar EVs. I think I was trying to recreate a Rillaboom set that I'd done before. I don't think I quite did. I'm running Terrafire because Terrafire is just really good on Rillaboom. We're running Leftovers, Fake Out, U-Turn, Woodhammer, Protect. Is something that I don't normally run on Rillaboom, but it's just really nice because if you have Leftovers and Grassy Surge, you're getting back, like, not a quarter, but like a lot of your HP. Like I think like a sixth of your HP every turn. Or no, that's not right. Leftovers is how much? Leftovers is 1/16. Grassy terrain, I believe, is 1/8. So yeah, you're getting back like a sixth of your HP every turn, which is just really nice. It's really good, consistent recovery. And then Arcanine is just a really good support Pokemon, running extreme speed for just like a little bit of like chip damage. Flare Blitz, Snar, Will-O-Wisp. No Protect on the Arcanine, but we do have the safety goggles. It really is good against Amoonguss. The two things that make this team, that are really hard into this team, are Amoonguss and Iron Hands. And not really for the reason you'd expect. It's not because like Amoonguss is a really good counter to Urshifu or anything, because it is. But it's because they Rage Powder to try and save their partner, and I'm not even trying to hit their partner, I'm trying to hit myself. And it's really annoying. So we can just switch on to Arcanine that first turn and just, you know, put on a little bit of pressure into that Amoonguss. It helps a lot. And then we have Farigiraf. And Farigiraf helps us deal with Iron Hands, and it helps us deal with Chianite. So Farigiraf, if you don't know, it has the ability Armor Tail. Basically what that does is it blocks all priority attacks coming from your opponent. It's the same thing as Queenly Majesty that Serena has, or Dazzling that Bruxich has. And I'm just running like a full support set here. So we're running Ally Switch for ally switching. This generation, it is less of an annoying move than last generation, so I will stand by the choice of using Ally Switch. Beat Up to set up our Rage Fist that way, and if you crit the Beat Up, it's very funny, because you do still have a chance to like crit each hit of Beat Up, so you know, you could like get the whole setup off of just Farigiraf. I led this, I don't think I saved any of those replays because none of them made it into the video, but I led this into like Cresselia Iron Hands leads a lot, so they couldn't fake me out. And a lot of the times what would end up happening is I'd get the Beat Up off, and the full powered Rage Fist was enough to knock out the Cresselia, so they couldn't set up Trick Room, and that was always really nice. Then we got Trick Room to like reverse Trick Room or set our own Trick Room if we need it, and then just Terra Fairy Dazzling Gleam to round it out. Terra Fairy is really nice because then you get around Urshifu Dark or like Chi-Yu, stuff like that. They can't really hit you for super effective damage anymore. It's pretty nice. Yeah, that's the team. It's a really fun team, honestly and truly. I might make it in game. If you want to see me make it in game, let me know in the comments and I'll do it. I already have 1, 2, 3. I have like all of these Pokemon but Farigiraf and Primape already, I think. So like it wouldn't even be that hard. Because these are like almost basically the spreads I'm already running on some ones that I have. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, let me know if that's something you want to see. I'll do it. I think it'd be fun. Yeah, with that, guys, if you liked the video, leave me a big fat like, leave me a comment. Like I said, do you want to see the Primape rental? Let me know. Go ahead and subscribe, especially if you make it further into this video. Just subscribe. The best thing you can do for any content creator that you like is subscribe to them on YouTube. It helps a lot, I promise. And even if it's not me that you subscribe to today, I really hope you go subscribe to some content creator you've been watching and you aren't subscribed to yet. Yeah, and with that, let's go on with the rest of the video.
tasty.
Oh!
Ah, spaghetti.
Get over here!
Ah, spaghetti. Ah, spaghetti.
Oh!
Ah, spaghetti.
Fluttermane, 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 Fluttermane. Making big reads in my flutter brain. Eevee's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain, call it flutter rain. Get what you run a flutter train. Boss so smooth like a buttermane. Fluttermane, Fluttermane, Fluttermane. Fluttermane, 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 Fluttermane. Making big reads in my flutter brain. Eevee's giving me flutter gains. Play it on rain, call it flutter rain.